What's up, guys? It's Chris Labash here. Just checking in, making a video. I got a bunch of new parts for my Traxxas erevo. 1/16 scale, of course. I find it, a ton of fun. So I figured I would let you guys get caught up on some upgrades that I did and some that I'm doing. So stay tuned and we'll see how you like it. Probably with some 50 weight fluid. So body wise, I think that'll do the trick for the mounts. That's your body mounts all the way up. It's hitting the receiver. So I might have to drill a little hole there. Or I mount it a little more forward, but then the wheel wells would be off a little. So depending on the RPM bumper, I might have to put a couple holes through the body, or just cut out this little screw section. Come up a little bit higher, probably right in front here, and that should probably set it straight. I wanted to get an idea right onto the wheelie bar, but can't have the body pushed up against the wheels, so it'd have to be off a little bit. So probably gonna have to do something like that. This is gonna have to be pushed all the way up over the sticker. It's probably gonna tear the sticker off, but at least that'll get to sit straight up, and then I'll be able to use stuck in a rock and a hard place here, guys. Let me give you all a really good look at this. Maybe I'll send out the video, and maybe I can get some quick comments on what do you think. Option 1 would be normal. Cut out the front for the RPM bumper. So cut out the 2 screws, the wheel wells would line up correctly, but the fan would be halfway under the roof, under the cab part, windshield and cab part. If I put the fan totally under the cab, now I would have to trim out the front, but not hit the back wheelie bars. So that would be pretty much there. Well, so in closing, I forgot to add a few more things. I did pick up the Hot Racing hub carriers. These are definitely super high quality and probably the best hub carriers on the market for the erevo. And that's how you get these sexy cross-drilled rotors and disc calipers on there. Like I said before, I went with the Savox servos. I also went with the Hot Racing undercarriage skid plate. I already got pretty beat up because I've been waiting for the RPM bumper to come in, which would have saved that whole front plate there. And the Hot Racing rear skid plate, which is pretty awesome because this wheelie bar right here with just those two screws, you could just take it off and go bashing. And then I also bought the rear hub carriers, Hot Racing. They don't have the center plate yet, so I have an Integrity stainless coming in the mail. But they do have this beautiful transmission case with, it's black with the beveled chrome out Hot Racing and on both ends, on both sides. And that's where my center differential will be going. And also these Hot Racing drive shafts are way more heavier duty than the Traxxas ones. You get to change the cups right out, so you're locked right into the diff. There's no putting a bolt through or a stud through. You're gonna be wrong. Gonna have cups and ball ends and high grade steel, heavy duty. I'm waiting to put those in until I get my what am I waiting for? Actually nothing now, cause now I have my steel gears for the tranny. So, and like I said, I am a huge Hot Racing fan because literally this stuff comes to me in 2 days. Even now with this going on, and I usually stick with one guy and get it all from him, and we stay in touch. And if I change my mind and want something different or something else new comes out, like actually the RPM bumper that I had ordered was different, and now there's a new one coming out. They didn't have the red at first, and it was coming from like Australia, so I haven't gotten my hands on it. Otherwise I would have saved my front skid plate here quite a bit, because this bumper is key. Yeah, as you can see on these springs here, I'm running them pretty much all the way down, because the more metal skid plate you put on it, the heavier the truck gets. But yeah, this is a stock 50 tooth spur gear here, and then I got the Hot Racing 55 tooth spur gear with a new slipper clutch to go in. There's no heavy duty slipper clutch, but that's not going to be needed anymore because I'm throwing the center differential in. I think the center diff has been out for a while. It just, I haven't seen it when I've been scrolling through like some VXL parts. And like I said, the hot racing heat sink for the motor here on the front is the same black, black and nice beveled chrome pieces. So I'm picking that up, heat sink for the front, and I might pick up the I'll run this fan until it breaks, or maybe it won't break. I have broken 2 of these in the past, so I'm thinking it's gonna break. I just like the gap it gives you here, the slot. Gives you a lot of space and allows the air to really go through there. I was on the verge of putting my couple holes through the stocky erevo body. Yeah, so I'm going with the same color theme with my 72 Chevy body. I got the black and the red. So I figured, I'll go black tinted windows. I'll go black hood here. I don't know if I'm going to carry the racing stripes all the way over and down the back of the bed. I don't know. It matters how the red comes out. But there's like a little moonroof here. I'm going to do the black moonroof. And the red on the rest of the body. And then on the side here, there's a little beveled edge along with a little lip for the fender there. That's going to be black also. And I think I might go down the side with a black strip. This will be my first painted body, so it was even a pain in the ass to cut it out, so I don't want too much judgment when I'm done with this. It's the first one. You know I'm a perfectionist. I don't want too much criticism. Nah, you guys can lay it on. I don't really care. I don't care what you think as long as I'm having fun. No. Yeah, honestly, I'm running two 2S LiPo batteries, not in series, in parallel, and and this motor ends up screaming hot, and ESC is hot also, so I'm trying to figure out, since they do not have a fan for this ESC that I have found yet. Please comment if you have found one, because I am going to make one. Pretty much I ordered one that is 25 millimeters by 25 millimeters from Yeah Racing. It's a Tornado. I'm going to try that one out. It is not the aluminum. I bought the plastic one first to keep costs down. And if I can get it to fit and it's super sick, then I'll get the aluminum one for top of the motor and top here. And then also I might pick up some carbon fiber strip chassis protector stuff to cover up some of this blue. Traxxas blue. And then if it's not blue, it's going to be chrome, and Teggy makes a nice chrome motor plate here with actually some holes in it for ventilation purposes, and yeah, and I don't even have the speed pinion on the car yet, and it's still screaming hot. So I plan to try to cool it down before I put the speed pinion on there. I mean, it's fast enough. I mean, it's already doing probably 35, 40. And then Teggy makes a nice receiver box that's nice and red. They have a nice aluminum bumper, but I'm trying to keep the weight down, so, you know, of course I'm going to go with a red RPM bumper instead of a aluminum one. And the hot racing I have the hot racing plate steering thing and steering bell housing under here. I don't know if you could see it. Kind of dirty. You could see that black with the chrome. But yeah, that's the whole piece there. Comes with across there. And the hot racing, these are hot racing toe links. I gotta get the camber links still. You got the toe links. And then they make the servo savers. The servo not savers, servo protector plate there. But yeah, so that's what she's at right now. I think she's looking pretty cool, with more to come, as you could see. Online right now I have my Rustler, which is full out drag car. That is flying right now. I'd say it's doing at least 85. I switched it to Mod 8 pinion and spur gear with a it's like full out drag. So it has a slipper eliminator, it has a lock differential with full metal gearing in the transmission, and a full metal tranny. So pretty much if you spin these wheels, they go the same way, as you can see. And sounds perfect, of course. And I stretched out the front and put the RPM bumper on there with the extended arms in the front. They're making the extended arms for the erevo, but I just saw those today for the first time. But I just bought the 20 millimeter hub extensions. So if those have too much play in them, I don't know how it's gonna work with my. If it doesn't work with my drive shafts, then I'm not doing it. But maybe it'll work with the stock ones. I mean, there's a lot in there. So if I can run another set of extended RPM arms with these drive shafts, I'll do it. Because this thing just loves to tip over just a little too easy. But the springs and the different weight in the shocks, I think it's going to help it a little bit. Plus the extension, 20 millimeter extension, that should help out. But it's getting late, guys, so this is Crystal Bash signing off. Still comment on that previous video about the body there. I'm sure everybody's just rooting for put the fan under the cab, right? So I think that's what's gonna happen. And I just got the fan in, so I don't think we're gonna be having any more. Not that we've had heat issues. I just don't trust Traxxas ESCs. Although I've never burnt one out, so I've heard of a lot of people, but I don't know. I have a temp gun, so I tend to watch everything. I've burnt out a Arma ESC, but that was my first Arma, and I didn't own a temp gun yet. And I believe I was running an 18 tooth pinion, which I am right now still, but I believe that was on the stock 4S motor, which I might be going back to, guys. If you have seen the crate and run on 6S, it's just it's just nutty, extreme nuttiness, and I'm kind of thinking about going back to the 4S Creighton motor. Go right back to this guy. So, still sitting here, mint condition. I just might go back to it. Still have the fans and the heat sinks, and still have everything for it. I've acquired some extra motors now too. I have a spare Venoline Rustler motor, and I also have a Dynamite 10 scale 3900 kV motor, and the Rustler has all the TQI sensors in it. Has the voltage, has the speed, which is pretty accurate. That's why I'm saying it's around 80-85. It's just with that gearing, it's a 13 tooth pinion with a 52.8 52, what is it, a 52 tooth. So we have a 13 tooth pinion with a 52 tooth spur gear running on the Venoline motor, which surprisingly does not get that hot in the ESC. This ESC, I put the fan right on there real quick. So this is up for sale right now. It's got a lot of good parts on it now. When I got it, got aluminum shock towers. I have some Creighton parts on there, the lower links, and it has the aluminum rear shock tower. It has the upgraded shocks, the steel drive shafts are on their way, and I have all the arms and parts to make this a complete track car again. So I'm having fun as a drag car because I have a Outcast 6S and a Creighton 4S, and now my little baby for my yard, which wait till you see these cardboard jumps I made. Nice, they send it. I gotta make a backflip one though. So yeah guys, this is Crystal Bash signing off. Stay tuned. I got some sick wheels coming in for this. I'm about to paint that body right there. Truck body, Chevy 72. And yeah, this thing's pretty nutty. I'm gonna grab a 3S LiPo for it, and we'll be doing 50 pretty soon. So like, subscribe, comment. Alright, hit me up later guys.